Hey, greetings everybody, Movington's here. Just wanted to give my overview into the upcoming Path of Exile 2 patch 0.4 Last of the Druids, including Fate of the Vaal League. And for me, this is the class I've been most excited for, the Druid. Obviously, it's in the name, and it's finally coming. And let me tell you, it looks stellar. I'm looking forward. I can't wait. And let's dive in. So we'll take a look into the trailer, digest and recap, and then we'll do an oversight into the upcoming changes, the Fate of the Vaal trailer with Queen Atziri, and I know I'm excited to once again face the Queen. For those who haven't played Path of Exile 1, she was, I think, I think the first official boss besides the campaign bosses, so it's good to sort of relive that moment. I remember watching Havoc, I think, was the first person to kill Queen Atziri, so that was an exciting time. And yeah, let's see what happens this time around in Path of Exile 2. As well as the league mechanic and overall how Path of Exile 2 is shaping. I know there's a bit of back and forth from people and their expectations and the direction that GGG is going. But for me personally, I think it's fantastic. I like the game where it's currently at. I like how they're shaping it, and I can kind of see where they're going. So yeah, I'm not gonna be negative or whatever into other people's opinions. That's okay. So for now, here's a quick summary of what to expect in patch 0.4, and then yeah, we'll give you my take and thoughts into it. So as we can see here, well, we can't see it yet, but hello. So we have got the infographic here for you guys. We've added the countdown timer, so we've got 5 days, so next weekend. Free to play, by the way, so if you don't own a copy of Path of Exile 2, the upcoming Path of Exile 2 Last of the Druids is a free weekend, so now's a great time to try it out. If you don't, I think I've got some access keys that I'll probably give away on stream. And yeah, but so for now, we've got the Druid, 21 new skills, so 30 new supports, and we'll see it in the trailer. But for now, the forms, obviously, when it comes to Druid, everyone thinks, okay, Wolf and Bear, and that's what I was kind of leaning at. And then I was also speculating what the third form is going to be. And I think a lot of people were kind of like, oh, what's it going to be? For me, I was thinking like it's going to be, I'm a big fan of like, pardon me, like plants and that sort of like naturey aspect. So I was thinking maybe like a Spriggan like tree or because that kind of ties into something that is in the realm of Path of Exile. But they just went completely out there and just went with the wyvern. People wyvern, wyvern, woven, weaven, and I guess for those who can't read, dragon, which is cool. It's just totally out there, and I will go through it in the video. We get 2 new ascendancies, the shaman, which is kind of like the more just apocalyptic spellcaster, which I think a lot of people at the moment are saying it's just going to be a stronger version of a sorceress in a way. Though I can kind of see where they're coming from, but I love this archetype, so I'm looking forward to it. And then we've got the Oracle. And the Oracle, let me tell you, I think it's going to be one of the best ascendancies ever. It's just got some strong potential, and especially around the foresight into the boss, where it kind of makes like another copy of itself. We'll go through that later, and I'll show you what that sort of looks like. But essentially, what it does is it'll take, now what I recall from the video, the biggest hit, or like the big hit, and then combine it together to essentially do double damage. So you could maybe stack it up and do like a Hammer of the Gods or something high bleed intense damage, or just one big massive hit, and then it combines, and then it's just going to go boosh. Obviously, we've got Walk the Path and all that stuff, but for now, we won't go through the Ascendancy nodes. We've got Fate of the Vaal League, which looks amazing, by the way. Once again, really like the whole Vaal theme, and I remember in what was it, closed beta, like Act 2 was like the only act you know, it was like Act 1 and 2, and that was it. And it was just fun just killing the Vaal Overseer and just going through the Vaal slowly and like digesting all the lore. So it's good to sort of expand into that a bit further. We've got the build your own dungeon, so the league mechanic, which is a combination of synthesis and incursion. So for those who aren't aware, it's taken obviously the good parts of those leagues and combining it into one, and we'll see that in the video, and then I'll do a breakdown of that as well. Pretty easy mechanic, but it's kind of a choose your own sort of system. And then obviously we've got Queen Atziri Pinnacle Boss, so my personal goal, I think, for this league, I'm not sure if I'm going to play hardcore solo self-found or just hardcore, is to kill Atziri Pinnacle Boss. So I'm going to set myself a big challenge, and hey, we'll see if we get there in the time that I have. 11 uniques, Abyss Going Core, Waystone crafting changes, and obviously balance uniques and skills. And the rebalancing of skills I definitely think was needed. There's this huge gap with the overall archetype of skills, especially like, you know, most skills are on this side, and then lightning's just like dude. So if you want to play lightning, you just go on the dude. And yeah, so let's just take a look at the last of the Druids trailer, and we'll see what we're talking about. And yeah, we'll just go through it and enjoy. So I'll try not to talk too much over it. I really want people to just embrace the trailer and the level of quality that goes into it. Like, I just want to say shout out to the team at GGG. Like, the editing, the sound, the just overall finesse, and the animations are just superb. So let's just take a look.
Well, well. What have we got here then?
You lost, fella?
Hey, we're talking to you.
I asked you a question.
What's wrong with him?
He's lost his bloody mind.
Didn't mean to do that. As you can see, we have quite a wow, that was phenomenal. I'm a big fan of the whole plants Thunderstorm sort of theme, and as you can see, we've got Bear, Wolf, which Wolf is more frost, Bear is more fire. I'm not sure how I kind of feel about that, but we'll play it out. And obviously the Wyvern is a bit more lightning. So you've got your three archetypes. So I think plants is more physical. We've got your lightning, and then yeah, wolf is frost, bear fire, wyvern, woven, dragon, whatever is lightning. So it's kind of cool. This is just my sort of speculations, and yeah. So I'll show you. I like the artwork that they do here. So this is the Oracle. I think it looks fantastic. I like the aesthetic that they got here. It's more like a crow raven sort of foresight look. And then we've got the shaman. Now I'm not sure which one I'm going to go. Like, I'm probably more towards the shaman. I just think it could be fun, but we'll see on actual release day. So for now, I want to show you the Fate of the Vaal trailer. And then obviously, you know, just a shout out just quickly just for you guys who just want to see some Atziri. There you go. That's the boss. pre-boss form. So yeah, let's just watch the trailer for Fate of the Vaal League, and then we'll go through the browser sort of stuff that you can see in the background here. Yeah.
The palace of Queen Atziri. It is a ruin, but in the dark, machines still churn. The temple has many functions, and with it, a chance to save the Vaal. A gateway through time. Travel into the past, again and again. Alter the temple, uncover its secrets. You will be rewarded for your sacrifice. And somewhere in the deepest chamber, my queen awaits. I beg of you, hear me. The beast cannot give you what you desire.
You may have studied it, Doriani, but you do not know it like I do. It adores me. Come now, give unto me your desire. At last, fulfill my soul.
I bet you so many people would buy that Vaal. Alright, that was cool. That was cool. That was sick. Alright, calm farm, everybody. Alright, so Last of the Druids comes out 5 days, 18 hours. So, I'm just kind of winging this, by the way. So, I think what's cool, and I think a lot of people might be confused here, is, and I've noticed some people will post on Reddit, is like, people feel like the Druid just doesn't have its own identity. And what do I mean by that is that the shapeshifting is not tied to the Druid class. It is tied to a new item weapon type called talismans, as we see here. So for example, this one is just a rare talisman, and essentially when you equip the talisman, you get to have the option to shapeshift into any of the 3 forms, so wolf, bear, and wyvern, wyvern, woven, and dragon. So you essentially could use any ascendancy for this. So you could be, I don't know, a bear titan, which is probably actually a legit build now think about it. Smith of Kitava titan, Smith of Kitava bear, or like monk wolf, like they sort of just naturally flow together. Ooh, a rare one. So whatever that is. So it's hard to tell the damage magnitude of the skills just from here, so I can't really say too much into it. From what I heard in the Q&A, like the alpha testers were saying like it's really strong. Don't take my word on that though, but hey, find out for yourself, right? So I like the discovery part. So yeah, Lunar Assault, so we've got a couple cool skills. Lunar Blessing, and then here's the bear form, which I really look forward to. And I think I'm just a bit worried that there's just not going to be enough sort of like animal sort of abilities in that sense. Like I feel like what is the bear? Just everyone's just slamming and that's it. You know, that's it's kind of like, is that it? I'm not discrediting it in a way. I just want it to be a bit more beary. You know, like I don't want to just have to deal fire damage. I hate fire as an archetype. But overall, like it's exciting. I want to suss out the bear. I think a lot of people might be wolf, sort of leaning into the wolf shape shifting, but for me, definitely, I want to try the bear. But what's in my head right now for my druid that I'm going to make is like a thunderstorm plants sort of build. I love the whole vines and nature. So we've got the wyvern here. Sorry, it's got like a dead leg. What do we got here? We got Wing Blast, Devour. I thought was really funny when watching the trailer. It's like, you can also devour them while they're alive. And I was like, okay, that's brutal. Yeah, so for me here, more of the nature side. I really want to see if I can make this Entangle Vines ability work. I think it's really interesting the way that they implemented this wet mechanic. So, for example, cast a Thunderstorm, obviously, when it, rains, it's, pours and storms and stuff. So, yeah, you can wet the vines. You can be a literal plant man, grow some plants. Spell Totem. So, yeah, the Ascendancies, which we briefly touched over. It's a shame you can't see the Ascendancy nodes here. I wanted to see them. So, yeah, Druid and the Shaman. 30 new support gems. So I won't go over them too much. There's a lot of support gems. I'll kind of leave it for you to discover. Character balance, I think, was needed. I tried a lot of characters in the many leagues, or the few leagues that have been out. And I feel like there's just sort of like lackluster in a lot of the skills, which, obviously a lot of people have discussed. Fate of the Vaal League, which was amazing, and the whole sacrifice. And here's what I was talking about. Let's zoom in a little bit, is the league mechanic. And people are complaining that there's not enough endgame. And I think, no offense to people, I feel like if you're complaining that it's not enough endgame, maybe just play the game too much and just take a break. Like it's early access. They're providing such level of finesse and detail to everything that you just overlook it. And then, for example, this is quite a way that can be used to cover the end game, like they're just adding these core systems and they're making it work. Like now you've got Abyss on core and maps, and there's been some slight changes, and now you've got this system, which it's not complex. I have seen people think, oh, it's too confusing, but it's literally just click a board, click a square, get to Atziri, see some booty, get some looty. Not hard. Yeah, so we've got the double corruption system, so I think this is fantastic, the way they did the change. So you want to corrupt, and then you can have the opportunity to corrupt again. We've got another little mini-boss, the Royal Architect. It looks cool as, actually. I really like his style. Man, that'd be a sick cosplay, to be honest. Yeah, we've got some Queen stuff. I've already done a video about the Kalguran hideout, but yeah, overall, so might take the Path of Exile 2's upcoming league and class. I think it's fantastic. I think a lot of people just expect so much when everything takes time, and the level that GGG is providing is just another world for a video game. Like, it's phenomenal. Like, look at the level of like detail here, like how everything feels so fluid. And I mean, obviously not that it's just like screen wide, just cancer, but just the shape shifting into the forms, man. Like that is just so good. Like look at the little detail going on here and how it all plays out and stuff. All these little things take time, and all these little things add up to a big picture, and that big picture is going to be the big Path of Exile 2 release, right? Like when the game is officially out of early access, it's just going to be like, wow. People want Path of Exile 1, ultra power creep, level 2, zooming around the map, just screen splaying, go, cookie clicker, mindless zombie mode. Like, yeah, sure, cool, that's fine. But, why make something the same? They're trying to take elements of what worked and then build upon it. And I think they're going in the right direction. They need a bit of a slight push in terms of skills and archetypes and stuff, but it's hard to do because not all the abilities and classes are out yet. And so a lot of people just need to hold off and just understand that, they can make changes here and there, but once everything is out, then the bigger picture is revealed, and then they can sort of work on that. And they said they're going to work on the end game. They did, they bite off more than they can chew, as always. But, that's what makes, I think, a great company, and their vision is that they're passionate and they're determined to do big things. And that means that they show that they really care for this product, this game, and they put a lot of heart and soul into it. So at this point, I'm just waffling on, but I'm really looking forward to it. It's coming up to Christmas time anyway, so like, hey, it's perfect. You know, Christmas break, Path of Exile 2. I'm going to be playing hardcore, hardcore either solo self-found or trade. We'll find out. Maybe solo self-found will be fun. We're going to try and push for Atziri Pinnacle Boss and see if we can make a Druid build work. So if you want to see that, tune in on my live stream. But for now, just want to say thanks for watching. And if you find this video interesting, then sick. If you didn't, well, sick. But yeah, anyways, peace.